Two little mice fell in a bucket of cream.
Britton, let's start with you. Andres Munoz of the Seattle Mariners or Alexis Diaz of the Cincinnati Reds? Who you got?
I like them both, but I would but for purposes of our discussion, Andres Munoz is awesome. That dude throws gas. And if you look at Alexis Diaz's numbers, you're like, that ERA, that whip, but Andres Munoz is awesome. And I think that he, the Mariners let go their manager. I think it was Scott Cervais.
Finally.
So now they're kind of mixed, I think the philosophy is going to change. So I think Munoz is going to be the full-time closer. Now, the only one thing is off the top of my head, I don't think he's ever had over 20 saves. So
he had 22 last year, technically. I think that's his career.
Okay, great. So I like that. I think it's moving in the right direction. Look at all that beautiful red. Look at all that delicious red. It looks like a beautiful steak, cooked rare, very rare. I love it.
Yeah, Anthony, there you go. Yeah, Mark Church. That's right, buddy. Forget both these guys. That's funny.
Yeah. That's so funny, too. Like, that manager made one offhand comment about some random dude that's literally pitched one inning in major leagues. And
1 inning, 1K, though. That's like 9K per 9, Britton.
It's only gonna get better. So, but yeah, that's funny. No, yeah. So I like Munoz. What do y'all think?
For me, and the only thing, since we have Munoz up on the screen here, he's definitely going to have to work on that walk percentage, for sure. Love the sea of red, but again, that he had 11.2% walk percentage, and the barrel rate also was something left to be desired. Yeah. How many games do you think I guess they're kind of in the same bucket here, but I believe the draft price for Munoz is obviously a lot higher, and he's 26. I love him too, Britton. I think he's got great stuff. In terms of even just when we brought up a TGFBI, Govin and I both got Alexis Diaz in the 10th round, who also had his fair share of struggles last year with keeping the ball in the ballpark and then also blowing saves. So, but yeah. I don't think there's anybody in that bullpen that's going to be pushing him. I think Diaz probably still has the best stuff. He's saved 37 games in 2023 with a 3.07 ERA. So.
Also dropped his walk rate, despite some of the other disappointing stats there, Mike. Alexis Diaz did reduce his walk rate from the previous year. The whip came down a tad, I believe. So I think combining those two factors, nobody in the bullpen I'm freaked out about, trusting that Tito Francona is just a better manager and knows what he's doing and can help Diaz grow. Also, Diaz is in his prime. He is 28. He's not 22. Like, he's been around, so he developed a little bit later. I just think a bounce-back year here with lack of threats in a world where it's hard to find a closer that can give you 30-plus saves. That's hard to come by these days. I think Diaz is being undervalued for that reason.
I think you're right. I think you're right, too. And at the draft price, I prefer Diaz because you can get him later. And I like Munoz, too. He's awesome. I think he's going to have a career year in saves.
Well, this was a real-life conundrum. That's why I put this in here, because I literally, when I chose Diaz in the TGFBI, I was like, God, should I take Munoz now or wait for Diaz in 2 more rounds? And I ended up waiting to take Diaz, and because I love Munoz, Britton, I'm with you. I really like his stuff, and I think this is the year where Munoz probably ascends to another level, so I may regret it.
Yeah, and I agree with Britton 100%, and both of y'all's takes in terms of the manager aspect of it. Yeah, business saying Tito won't tolerate it. I think the Reds, if they can stay healthy, are going to be a team that can compete within the Central there. They added your boy Brady Singer there, if you remember, in the offseason, the Jonathan Nadia trade. So another year of Nick Lodolo, Hunter Green. If all the hitters stay healthy, Christian Encarnacion Strand, Matt McLean, Ellie. There's a lot of good bats in that lineup too. So, but yeah, I like Diaz for the draft price as well. I think you guys hit it on the head.
Poor Spencer Steer's missing out. If he was healthy, he'd have a career year this year. It sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Enrico Pallazzo.
Utah, give me 2.
Pallazzo.